I've been here for about a year and a half, and things are going pretty good. Job's treating me well. Kind of. I'm not gonna say I'm permanently settled, but I'm kind of quasi-permanently settled.
Nice. Good stuff.
Quality content, guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
What's up,
Okay. Uh, anyone?
Who's
Alex?
this? Who's the? Well, I'm just curious who the someone else is in this episode.
We are.
Yeah, you guys have
Oh,
to figure it out.
you say someone else. That's interesting. Um,
Well, yeah, that's the point. It changes from week to week.
my eyes have been opened. Speaking of eyes,
Oh boy.
I,
Where's
Are
this
we
going?
talking?
Where's this going?
have you guys ever taken LSD?
Nope.
Is this a recent experience for you?
No, I'm just curious. What do you guys think about the use of drugs in the artistic community, and does it have any merit?
Drugs in the
I
artistic
guess to
community?
each their own. I guess people get creative juices from different places. Sometimes you got to take drugs. I mean, like personally, I don't like it, but I guess to each their own.
All right, all right. Daniel, what about you?
Uh, Not to get into the legality of it, of course, but yeah, that's where you get inspiration from. I'm not gonna stand in your way. What's this about, Alex? Do you have a personal anecdote?
I literally
Have
have
you
zero. No, I have no
have
experience with.
have you created some artwork recently?
No, I wish. No, it's just interesting. I was like super into the Beatles as a teenager or whatever, and they did hella drugs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they still, I guess because I was 14 and was just naive, I was still not like, wow, I still held them in like some high moral esteem or whatever because they created good music. And I think I tended to gloss over the drug use, which like, I guess is fine. It's, the moral implications are there, I guess. I don't know. And they're like, illegal and all of that. But uh, it's just interesting because once they start taking drugs, the stuff kind of their artistic direction definitely went in a different direction, and it's I don't
People still do
know.
that nowadays,
Oh, definitely.
except
I mean,
now it's not LSD. It's like what, Xanax and cough syrup. They
I
call it
know.
like lean.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've heard Lil Wayne. He's definitely talked about lean. And Drake in the magnum opus Sicko Mode in collaboration with Travis Scott. He talks about taking Xans on a plane.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
that's less of a creative purpose behind that. But yeah, I mean, use is definitely prevalent among artists today. I don't know what they're taking. I'm like not involved in that community. Um,
Seems like you know a
it's
lot
just
about.
very. This is all like I feel like if you did a 5 minute Google search, you'd find this stuff anyway. But I don't know. It's very interesting because
Yeah, have you
it's
ever
like
heard of the terms like lean, purple drink, scissor? It's basically cough syrup mixed with some other stuff
yeah, like a pinch of
that,
kosher salt, and it
Hmm,
gets you woke.
it
But that's
gets you
fun.
woke.
I like the like using artificial, and I don't mean artificial as in like lab created versus like I don't know, like marijuana. You grow that and that sort of thing. But like, it's almost as if the creativity is coming from somewhere else. But I still think it's like still valid if it's like, oh, this is about drugs or was inspired by drugs or was created while on drugs. Um, I don't think it really diminishes the legitimacy of the work. But it's just interesting because it kind of does come from a place that's not entirely of the like artist, I suppose. So yeah, I don't drugs, man. It's crazy.
It's like it is interesting. You didn't create. It's like you didn't create this on this earth. You didn't create it in this frame of being. You had to transcend into something else.
Yeah, you
That
had to go
makes
to a
sense.
different dimension.
You had to go to
Okay.
subspace.
I think that concludes the drug segment. If anyone else has a comment on the drug segment,
Nah.
I will say, so tying that in, last time Alex was on March 9th, and he was preaching about vegetables.
Huh.
How does that tie in? Is that your inspiration?
I think what it is vegetables are a gateway drug now.
Okay.
How
So
so?
Is that what they call it on the street?
yeah,
Vegetables.
yeah. You want some aubergine?
They
My
got Brussels sprouts.
I
Yeah.
thought that was just the electric lettuce.
Oh,
that
man, I
sounds like
was
an
wrong.
actual drug though. Like,
Yes, it
you
is.
know,
That's what people call marijuana.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about red cabbage.
Okay. I don't
Hey,
know, man. I like me some fenugreek.
that a we're getting into spice territory. Okay. Continue.
Now you can get chopped fenugreek leaves if you know where to look, and you can cook them, and they taste really good.
He knows a guy, is what he's saying. You're gonna have to hook me
Yeah,
up.
I was gonna say, Anuj knows a little. I was wrong. Anuj knows too much about this.
Yeah.
We have the vegetable plug.
Well, yeah. After all, I am vegetarian, and I love cooking this stuff. It's a lot of fun.
So Alex, it's been 4 months since you were on last.
Yes.
Do you care to give us an update about your life? So you went through some life changes.
I went through some life changes. I did. I graduated from the prestigious Institute of Technology
Oh,
in the
oh,
state of,
Yeah. Let's
I thought you were talking
go.
about a real school. Okay.
Excuse
the,
me.
the North Avenue Trade School. Sorry, forgot about the name
Let's
change.
go. Let's
And
go.
yes, we'll have to get back to. We'll circle back to that with Anuj, but I got another detail. Yep, I moved out to Austin, Texas, in order to keep it weird and also to pursue a career. So it's going to be in roadway design. That sounds super exciting. I know I'm as excited, probably more so than the average listener, but perhaps only marginally. But that's okay. It's a new chapter, if you will. Circling back
Come help
to,
us fix our roads.
yeah, the infrastructure bill. That thing's valid. It's like, ooh, 900 billion, 700 billion, some ridiculous
Some
amount. And
ungodly amount.
yeah. But Anuj, you were quoted as saying, let's go with fervor when I mentioned Georgia Tech. Do you
Of
care to
course.
delve a little more into that?
Of course, man. It's Georgia Tech. You don't think I was going to put on for Georgia Tech when somebody mentioned it?
I would be surprised if you didn't.
There we go.
Talk more
let's
about,
go.
yeah. And thus they all spoke. Let's go. Anuj, describe your relationship with Georgia Tech now that you're a year and a half out of your graduation. What has the
I'm
fire
actually back in
diminished?
grad school.
Okay, so
Grad
it's
school. It's still there.
It's online though, right? Fully online.
Yeah, it's online. I'm doing my online master's in cybersecurity. So trying to get that done. It's I think 32 credit hours, and hopefully it's not going to take me more than like 4 or 5 years. Even if because I'm only planning on taking like 3 credit hours a semester.
Yeah, I mean, you got a full-time job. That'd be a tricky load.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, that's pretty awesome,
But
though.
yeah, the fire hasn't gone. Actually, I still have my trumpet, and when football season was around, I was playing the fight songs in my apartment whenever Georgia Tech scored, and after Georgia Tech won, or actually after the result of any game, actually.
I mean, that's what we do.
And
Good. Nice.
yeah, and I had a few story clips of of a few like big time basketball wins we got. I think I had Kentucky, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, the ACC championship, of course. We can forget that.
That was definitely a high point of the semester. That was the ACC championship. That genuinely that was a good time.
Yeah, there were rumors, Alex, that you were crying. Is that? Can you confirm or deny those? Or
I'll have to speak to my lawyer.
yeah.
Since this isn't being recorded or anything, yeah, I can confirm that I was absolutely bawling my eyes out.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Just
Uh,
means more for you.
so in Daniel's second year in band, my first year in band, this was for Josh Pastor's first year at Tech. That first year was also a very good year. We made the NIT. We made it all the way to the NIT championship before getting our asses kicked by TCU. But holy shit, that was a hell of a ride. I'm surprised you didn't do a pep band that year, Daniel.
I think I was busy that time.
Did you ever do pep band while you were at Tech?
Yeah, I did it, I guess my last 3 years. Yeah, last 3 years.
Yeah, I only did it that first year. The second year I was in Jersey, and the third year I was taking a bunch of 4,000 level courses that I didn't want to die.
Well, other people were also able to manage that, so, maybe you
Wow, that
died.
is that
Yeah.
is
And
that that
senior design, and junior design, but whatever.
Yeah, you had a bunch
that's
of designs.
yeah, Daniel. If this were a fight, the ref would have stopped the fight after you said that. That's a low blow.
What is a low blow?
Look, all I'm saying is Anuj was the only one taking 4,000 level classes.
Ah, very funny.
Everybody runs the marathon at their own pace, Daniel.
Of
I'm
course, of course. Of course.
frankly offended.
I apologize to Alex for offending Anuj.
It's all good. No, like
Okay.
actually though, that was a great year. I'm glad it wasn't lightning in the bottle.
Was it not lightning in a bottle? Wait a minute. We don't have to go too deep into that. This is like an incoming tangent, and we don't need to delve into it. But weren't we lightning in a bottle if we were good? This is just a yes or no.
Well, lightning in a bottle implied that we were good, and then we just like fell off hard. But like, this was not lightning in a bottle. Like I believe like this wasn't just like we captured it for like 1 minute and then we let it go. But like we had a foundation there. Like there was something. Like there was something to build on.
Yeah,
And we built on it, and it resulted in this. And now we got something. Now we can keep building off of it. Lightning in a bottle would have been like if we did that, and then we were just losing for like perpetually. But we were still playing solid basketball between then and now.
a good point. Hopefully, man, Georgia Tech sports nowadays. I mean, I guess Georgia Tech basketball and football, like the primary revenue generating sports. I think they are anyway. I don't know. Um,
Hey, I
all
will
they
not
have,
tolerate any Georgia Tech baseball slander on this podcast.
whoa. I'm just talking about revenues, cold hard
All
cash.
right.
But wait, where did my point go? Oh my God, it went away. Oh no, Georgia Tech sports is like primarily built on hope right now. Like especially
Yeah.
for the football team, we
Yeah.
it's the strongest emotion. It really is. Anyway, go Jackets. Never take
Yeah.
that away.
It's like, here's the thing. The way to survive is don't set your expectations too high, but don't be afraid to hope for greater things. Also, take your season a game at a time because you never know what's going to happen. One minute you're losing to the Citadel, and next minute you're pulling out a victory against the scumbag of the Coastal. Or one minute you get your ass kicked, or you get your hearts ripped out on the last minute field goal, and then the next minute you block the field goal and return it all the way back 78 yards for a touchdown.
Jeez. And I pay $40 a session to talk to a counselor. This is crazy. Uh, that is too true. Good point, Daniel.
Yes. Do you guys, 'cause I think there's things that each of you has not done. If you want to play the game, questions or answers.
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to remember if Alex has answered these questions before.
I've answered
I've
some of them, by the
I've
way.
played the game. Wait, what? Please go over the rules real quick.
Yeah. It's called questions or answers. It's this or that, yes or no type questions.
Okay,
All
cool.
right. There are no right answers, but there are wrong answers.
Okay.
What the
I'm gonna
hell
try to
that?
pull up revision history. See if I can. If you guys want to filibuster for like 30 seconds while I pull up revision history.
That sounds good.
So, Alex, you plan on going to any football games this year?
That would be pretty cool. I want to. I'd love to do that. I'd love to like meet people. Oh wait. You're talking about Georgia? Are you talking about Georgia Tech? Sorry.
I mean, I intended to talk about Georgia Tech, but in general too, if you
Yeah.
want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to go to one Georgia Tech game. Fly out and just
Mhm.
experience it as a fan because it's a lot of fun and meet up with people again, of course. But I'd also like to go to a Texas football game because those seem like they have a great atmosphere. I just gotta like connect with people who go to Texas. I guess that would be the initial step. What about you, Anuj? You gonna go to football games? Are you gonna go to like one in Virginia or anything like that?
That's actually what I'm trying to do. Once single game tickets come out, they're playing in Charlottesville this year. Last year, if not for COVID, I would have gone to the game in Blacksburg.
Yeah.
Actually, I was part of the reason I was asking in the ACC trumpet chat, like, where are you guys keeping the bands this year? Because now that I'm in Virginia and I'm only like a couple of hours from Blacksburg or in Charlottesville this year, I'd like to come.
Nice.
I don't know
Yeah, I
if
mean
I'm going to be able to fly back to Bobby Dodd for a game, but we'll see.
yeah, exactly. Oh man. Wow, the real
But
world.
it is going to feel weird. It is going to feel weird taking it in as a fan and not as a band member. You know what the challenge is going to be though?
What is going to be like?
What the challenge is going to be for me. Now that I'm taking it
Geez.
in as a member of as just a fan and not as a band member.
The
Yeah.
food line at the concession stand. No?
I don't give
Oh,
a fucking concession.
no.
Yeah.
Actually, the real challenge for me is going to be keeping that same energy I had in band.
It's true.
Getting old. Yep. Yeah.
It's a little difficult to maintain when you don't have the all those people around you.
When
That's
you're
a
not
good.
there, yeah.
All right, so I can confirm Alex has never seen some of these questions.
When was the
That's
last revision of that question list?
yeah, Daniel.
Well, like yesterday, but there's a bunch of
Whoa.
stuff.
Because chances are I probably haven't answered quite a bunch of them either, even though I've been on the show already.
Yeah, we don't always get to it. All right. Are speed limits not quite fast enough?
Yes,
No.
they are not quite
Yeah.
fast enough.
Well,
Is what I
Alex, as
said.
the road expert,
That's a loose term. I mean, there's a lot of there's some thought in math and experiments that go into it. So I'd say they're pretty solid.
would you care to reveal the thought in math and
Yeah,
yeah.
a big part of it is reaction time, and I believe they just like the U.S. government did some tests, and they're like, okay, it's like if you the normal people on average take like it's like 2.5 seconds maybe. I should probably know these numbers since I'm literally going to be like working on that stuff starting tomorrow. Doesn't
I'm sorry,
matter.
I mean to embarrass you, but
Just cut it out. Just cut it out.
cut
Anyway,
this part
yeah,
out.
it's in a range of a couple seconds, and so um, they take that into account. And so in those couple seconds of like when a hazard is present versus when people see it, that's like you've traveled some distance, and that distance is pretty far, um, or whatever.
I guess that's why
And
they say don't text and drive
yeah, I mean that's like it's pretty
at any
stupid to do.
speed.
Yeah, I mean you get sucked into your phone. But with regarding speed limit, and then you also have to factor in time for braking, of course. Um,
Hmm.
how busy the road is. The geometry is very important. What you can see, geez. Um,
Sight distance,
Sight distance, that's the big one. SSD.
SD.
Um,
Yeah, that's what we call it in the industry.
in the industry. Hey, we're descending more into a area of self-loathing, Daniel. So if we could get into the question game, that would be super
Oh,
cool.
I'm sorry. Yeah. All
You're good.
right.
Look, we can have a talk about this all day one day. I don't think this is that day.
I lost where I was. Oh, do you feel like you don't wash your towel often enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Like my reasoning is it gets like wet really quickly, and then it just takes a while to. So what I'm basically on a schedule of like dumping it in the laundry every week.
Okay. Under or Armour?
Armor.
Yeah, armor.
Are you
I'm
comfortable with
kind
your
of
laugh?
disappointed we weren't. Yeah,
Keep going. Anuj, what was that?
I'm kind of disappointed we didn't go with Under Armour. But I mean, we got some good Adidas stuff, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Um, Steph Curry uses Under Armour. Adidas is superior, if only because you can get more memes out of the three stripes. And uh, Armour has the je ne sais quoi that Under does not.
Okay. Uh, is paper more glue than tree?
Whoa.
No?
What is glue? No, it's not. Come on, that's ridiculous.
Just a question.
Oh my good. Okay, all right. Hide behind your veil.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the guy who
Plausible
wrote this.
deniability.
Is
Is
trail mix
that what this is?
healthy?
Never
no.
had.
Oh, okay, okay. Caveat here, it like there's a lot of sugar in it, and so if I'm eating it like after 3 hours at my desk job or whatever. It's probably not the healthiest thing because it does have a lot of added sugars. I've noticed in like every single thing of trail mix slash granola I've ever had. I'm like, there's so much sugar in here. But if you're eating trail mix on the trail and you're hungry and you're tired and you just need a shot of energy, that sugar is not bad because you're already expending a lot of calories just doing whatever you're doing by walking, and it gives you that quick boost. So I'd say in probably its intended purpose, it's, it is healthy. It's what you need, but if you're just sitting around, I think there are better things to munch on.
You ever had Nutrigrain bars?
They're like the cheapest at Publix, so definitely.
I love them. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm with Anuj there. I will confirm those reports of them being freaking good.
Are paper clips just staples with commitment problems?
Yes.
No. I mean, you know what you're getting when you like run into a paperclip. But like when you swipe right on a paperclip versus a stapler, like that's your own fault. Like you know what you're getting into, and if you're disappointed by what does or does not happen, that's on you, buddy. Sorry. So no, they're not just staplers with commitment issues. They're their own breed.
Now you can also make the argument that the staple is forced to commit to fastening the paper together because it literally has to go through all the pages.
Maybe a stapler is like a mature paperclip, and then it's already been through it's been beaten back down by life so hard that it just doesn't have the energy to let go of all of its troubles and pursue its hopes and dreams. But I don't know.
Unless you literally yank it out.
Is that death? I still don't think paper clips are just staplers with commitment issues, though. Still on that hill.
Okay.
Are donuts overpriced?
Yeah, probably.
It's been a while since I've actually been to Dunkin' Donuts, so I can't say, but I do know that they are damn good.
Are you sometimes your own worst enemy?
Yep.
No, because I'm always my own worst enemy.
Please tell me why.
And that takes us to today's sponsor. Just probably not sometimes. You get like an inflated ego. It probably is sometimes. We'll go with sometimes.
Are squirrels misunderstood?
You know who really what are misunderstood? Wasps.
Okay,
Wasps.
go on, Anuj.
I mean, they're like bees. They gotta pollinate flowers and stuff. They gotta do their job. Except nobody can see past the whole, after they sting you, they can retract their stinger and sting you again and again and again. Also, people have allergies to wasp stings, often life-threatening. Oh, I guess it's the same for bee stings too, right?
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. I guess the emphasis on like how many times you said sting or whatever was kind of funny. Just because it really drove home the point. I think you're right, they are misunderstood. Like they're kind of just doing their job, and they're also like kind of stupid. They just sort of do what they do. So yeah, I think they're misunderstood. That's a good point, Anuj. I also think squirrels are misunderstood as well.
Ironically, our mascot is a yellow jacket, and the yellow jacket is in fact a hornet, which is a subspecies of wasp, I believe.
We gotta have some sympathy for our brothers and sisters.
Correct.
Can Scrabble be played alone?
I don't
Uh,
think so.
uh, no, I wouldn't want to do that.
No? Okay.
Ooh, that was the wrong answer, sounds like. Anyway,
I don't know.
Just go with it. You gotta commit to it after that.
Yeah, why don't you want to play Scrabble by yourself?
It's not the same. You actually are trying to outdo somebody. I mean, it's nice to if you're gonna just like test your own knowledge of the dictionary, but when you're able to like outthink somebody, it's more interesting. You
I'm
know
gonna
what
re
they say, competition is king.
indeed. I'm gonna retract my answer and say that you definitely can. I mean, like you can just totally like lay out the letters and just be like, because it is totally luck of the draw or whatever. Um, I mean, it's also like skill. I mean, I'm the guy putting up 3 and 4 letter words the whole time.
Yeah.
Um,
LOL.
but you can definitely do. Yeah, exactly.
Ritz crackers or club crackers?
I haven't had them.
Man, Ritz, oh reliable, so much butter.
What about Cheez-Its, my dude?
Cheez-Its are like top tier.
The whole other category.
Yeah, it really is.
Although, if you like pure like glucose crackers, like glucose biscuits, when I was in India or when I go to visit India, there's this brand of glucose biscuits that we would always get, and you can actually find it in the U.S. I think if you know where to look, and it's Parle G, and they're so good.
Can you get them at Patel Bros, Anuj?
Probably.
That's pretty baller. That sounds good.
Does whitening toothpaste work?
I think it only works if you actually brush your teeth properly.
Whew.
It increases your chances of getting a job.
Alex,
Is
would
it
you
the
like to talk
taste, or
about
is
the
that just like
social?
those 3D white strips?
That's different, I think, right? The strips are different.
Yeah,
Strips
exactly.
ain't paste. They're not
Alex,
paste.
would you like to talk about the social imbalances of how teeth impact your job prospects?
Um, yeah, I think if you have straight white teeth, it's more attractive. And then if you have crooked and or like yellow teeth, the kind of unattractive may also signal coming from a place of lack of education or financial, well-being or whatever. Um, I think it probably just at a very basic level, it makes you look ugly and poor if you don't have like nice teeth. If I'm going to be crude about it, which sucks.
Just let that one sit. Is is it
Damn.
possible to fold a fitted sheet?
Ooh, no.
Actually, I think it is.
Oh,
Okay, maybe if you're a home ec wizard, but I am not. I could never do that.
Alex goes the ball method. Just roll it up, throw it in somewhere.
I never stored one of those things in my life. It's either on my bed or in the washer.
Nice.
We do have a home economic wizard with us tonight, which is here to explain how to fold a fitted sheet.
Take it
I
away,
mean,
dude.
basically, just flatten it as best as you can. Put it on like a table or something, and then you fold it up like normal. It's gonna be harder if you have to do it with somebody else. You're probably a bit better off trying to do it alone. Just try to flatten it out as much as you can. Then you approximate where the corners are, and then you fold it like you would a normal bed sheet. And make sure you fold it with the fringes inside.
So is that inside out or the correct way?
I'm pretty sure that's correct. So you know, like the fringes at the corners that like actually cling to the corners of your mattress.
Yeah.
The clingers, yeah.
Yeah. So when you fold it, they should. Your best bet's most likely going to be with those facing in.
Okay. I see what you're saying now.
Can you visualize it? Good.
I believe so.
Okay. Good.
Does Febreze work?
Uh,
I mean,
eh.
if work means make things smell better without necessarily killing the bacteria causing the smell, sure. I mean, it's not Lysol.
I'm gonna have to defer to Anuj's answer. He seems like he covered all the right bases there.
It covered everything. Snow or rain?
Snow.
Snow.
And keep in mind, Alex will not see snow for a long time.
Or if he does, then it'll be a once in a lifetime experience, hopefully.
Or it'll be last winter when all of Texas was like frozen over.
That's true. Last winter was cool.
Does that not count as once in a lifetime?
Okay, that's a fair point, Anuj.
You missed it.
I did.
Do you always stick to your shopping list?
Nope.
You're a free shopper?
I mean, I have one. I just, a little
Okay, so question, do you add or subtract based on a whim to your shopping list? Is what the question really should be.
It's probably, so for me, I can answer this first. It's probably add, and then the things I don't get,
right.
I'm just like too lazy, or I find some other excuse to not get it. I don't know. What about you, Anuj?
Yeah, I don't stick 100%, and it's either because I can't find it, or find something, or because I'm adding to the list. Just because I happen to be there, and I'm like, hey, maybe I should go ahead and grab something.
Understood. Daniel, I have a question for you.
Sorry. Yeah,
Whoa.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Anuj or Alex?
Next question.
You have to answer the question, man.
Does glare ever bother you?
Duh.
Glare.
Yeah, glare.
Why I have transitions lenses.
I just turn off the sun, but yes, it affects me. Also, when people glare at you, that gets me too.
No one's ever considered this question like that.
I guess I'm just hashtag built different.
T-shirt tags or mattress tags?
Whoa.
Mattress tags. At least the t-shirt tags don't scratch your back.
Mattress tags. Oh, show.
Okay, you guys are fans of mattress tags. Subtitles or guessing what they're saying?
Oh man. Oh goodness.
Or you could just try to understand the language, which, I mean, honestly, the subtitles. Unless it's, especially in Hindi. If it's in Telugu, I'll, like, make an effort.
I think Alex has a similar answer to that.
Yeah. Subtitles, even when it's English, because, it can get quiet in those movies or whatever. Also,
I guess.
Anuj, I guess I had a roommate.
Too soon, Alex.
Oh my God, he's no longer with us, but he's from Delhi and he can speak like 5 languages roughly. His name is Anuj, and so I'm imagining that that's how you actually pronounce your name, and then it's just a bunch of people who speak English don't know how to like actually pronounce, or I say actually.
Wait, does this roommate of yours play saxophone?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Different guy.
Because I know of one other Anuj in the band, and he does play saxophone.
Yeah. The two are unrelated. I'm just
Okay.
how many languages can you speak? And if it's like somewhat well, you can say that. That's okay.
Let's see. English, French, and Telugu. So we'll say three.
Nice. That's like super cool.
I'm
Where
trying
does
to get my Hindi back.
has it been lost?
I mean, honestly, I never had it. So I was born in the States, but my parents we speak Telugu at home.
Okay, gotcha. Nice.
Um, but yeah, I watch a lot of Hindi films. Pretty good.
Just you just gotta watch like Loom Machale a bunch of times, and I'm sure it'll come back.
Actually, I watch my film of choice is Three Idiots.
I've never seen it, but I've probably
Watch it. It's on Netflix.
yeah, I've probably seen it on Netflix, as in like I've scrolled past it or watched people do the same. Very cool. Very
But like
very.
actually watch it, okay? You gotta watch it. It's funny, but it's also if you went to school in that kind of environment, like before you got the tech, very, very real.
Gotcha. It shall be done.
All right, let's roll through the last few here. Do you understand sleeveless hoodies?
No. What the
Uh,
hell? Why would you even do such a thing?
I can't pull them off, so I don't understand them.
Alex, you would
Isn't
pull
the
them.
point of isn't the point of a hoodie to just like actually, keep you cool, keep you warm?
Uh, if we're talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs for hoodies here, that's like on the you, that's I think hoodie self-actualization. Uh, it no longer needs to serve the purpose of purely just comfort, so it's transcended to the fashion level, which I think for clothes is probably self-actualization.
Right.
I still don't get it though.
Uh, not sure where that went. Is it possible to have a furniture potluck?
Uh, Not really. They're too big.
If
Too
there were a
big.
bunch of
Unless you're in IKEA and you get like a bunch of those boxes and you tape over all the labels. Because if it's disassembled furniture, then sure. If it's assembled furniture, then no.
See, I think yes, because if it's just rich people, like I think the biggest concern is finding a big enough space and getting people to move stuff. But if you have rich people can find that big enough space and just like get some servants, house workers, people, I don't know,
Careful.
movers to do it.
Careful. Could you
Okay,
guys
but
just
isn't the point of a potluck to be that you get basically whatever you get from said potluck is at random?
yeah,
Yeah, like
could you
what
guys describe what the
you
potluck would be?
sit in a bunch of chairs.
Sit in a bunch of chairs.
You'd have to disassemble your furniture and then compile all of the parts into equally sized boxes. And that's how you keep it random.
I like that
No
idea.
labels, no variations in size, just and with some soundproofing, and you gotta pack them tight and soundproof them so that like people can't just like shake them around to venture a guess as to what's in there.
Keep it incognito. I think that is a good strategy, I think.
I wouldn't call it strategy so much as you call it a goal, like the goal of this exercise.
Last one. Is chunky peanut butter just undercooked peanut butter?
Can't answer. I'm allergic to it. Like life-threatening allergic to it.
Yes.
You could still answer it, though.
Well, no, I can't because I've never had either of those items.
But you're familiar with
The
what they
fact
are.
that I am allergic to them.
Yeah, but you're familiar
No,
with them.
you see, answering this question would actually require me to have tasted the
All right,
item.
Alex, you answered yes.
Yeah, I did.
Would you like
Is
to
that it?
explain?
No, it's all he's got.
Yeah, you need to let it simmer for longer. Duh. Let it reduce.
Reduce.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. Is there anything else you want to mention before we head out?
Thanks, Daniel, for bringing us together today.
Of course.
Once more.
Well, we're gathered here today to celebrate the happy reunion of Anuj and Alex.
Indeed. AB. Too strong.
Yeah, two
That's
two
right.
ABs.
And trumpet supremacy, once and for all.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah,
It's
we don't want to get political here. Oh, well.
What? Trumpets are the best. There's nothing that can't be denied. Like, I'd like to see somebody deny it.
Yeesh.